Imagine a car inspection so rigorous that it turns ordinary drivers into amateur mechanics. This is Japan's famous Shaken inspection, one of the key reasons why Japanese cars are known for being nearly indestructible. If you want your own vehicle to stand a chance at hitting 1,000,000 miles, pay close attention. By the end, you'll learn a tip that could save the average driver up to $6,000 in repair costs. But first, let's start with a habit that can literally triple your engine's lifespan. The first secret is a progressive warm-up before driving. Many of us get in the car and immediately hit the gas. That's a mistake. Data from Japanese fleets shows that engines which are properly warmed up can last 3 times longer than those that aren't. When you rev a cold engine, the oil hasn't had time to circulate and lubricate critical components. It takes between 10 to 30 seconds for oil to reach the camshaft, piston rings, bearings, and turbo. Revving too early causes metal-on-metal contact, leading to piston scuffing and eventually engine failure. In worst cases, bearing seizure can occur, which means a rebuild costing over $5,000. To avoid this, wait about 30 seconds before driving in winter. In summer, you can start moving once you're buckled up, but keep RPMs under 2,500 for the first 5 miles. Next up, oil changes based on use, not just mileage. You may have noticed mechanics often recommend oil changes every 5,000 miles, while manufacturers suggest 10,000. There's a reason for that. Over 70% of cars that need major engine repairs after 125,000 miles followed the manufacturer's schedule. Instead of sticking to the regular service interval, check your manual for the severe service schedule. It applies to almost everyone: short trips, extreme weather, stop-and-go traffic. A good rule of thumb is to change oil every 6,200 miles for highway driving, or every 4,300 miles for city driving. Once a month, do a drop test. Put a drop of oil from the dipstick on a paper towel. If it's dark and doesn't spread, it's time for a change. Regular fluid checks are another non-negotiable habit. Most people remember engine oil, but how often do you check brake, transmission, power steering, or coolant fluid? It takes 5 minutes and can prevent up to 90% of major breakdowns. Check engine oil monthly when the engine is cold. Transmission and power steering fluid should also be checked monthly. Coolant and brake fluid need attention twice a year. Always top up with the exact same fluid. Mixing types or brands can cause problems. Don't overlook air and fuel filters. Many manuals recommend changing air filters every 30,000 to 45,000 miles, and some fuel filters are even labeled lifetime. Ignore that. Change your engine air filter every 15,000 miles or once a year. Fuel filters should be replaced every 20,000 miles or every 2 years. Clogged filters mess up your air-fuel ratio, reduce performance, hurt fuel economy, and can even damage your catalytic converter or melt pistons. A $20 filter can save you from a $2,000 repair. Your intake system also needs regular cleaning. Every 25,000 miles, carbon and dirt buildup in the throttle body and intake valves should be cleaned. A dirty intake can cause rough idling, poor acceleration, and even stalling. In some cases, it could lead to a dangerous situation on the road. Using high-quality fuel helps too. Standard gasoline often doesn't have enough detergents, leading to carbon deposits in as little as 10,000 miles. Top-tier fuel contains better additives and can reduce intake valve deposits by 19 times. For extra protection, use a trusted fuel system cleaner every 3,000 to 10,000 miles. Battery terminal maintenance is often ignored, but it's critical. Corrosion on the terminals can prevent proper charging and lead to electrical failures. In Japan, it can even cause a car to fail inspection. Clean terminals with a mix of baking soda and water. Scrub with a brush, rinse, dry, and apply a thin layer of Vaseline to prevent future corrosion. It takes less than 30 minutes and costs almost nothing, but can save you over $1,000 in replacements. Belts and tensioners should be replaced preventively. A broken serpentine or timing belt can lead to a full engine rebuild. Serpentine belts typically last 50,000 to 100,000 miles, while timing belts should be replaced every 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Inspect them every 30,000 miles and replace around 50,000. It might cost over $1,000, but that's far cheaper than a new engine. Tire maintenance is more important than most people realize. Incorrect tire pressure is a leading cause of accidents. Don't use the number on the tire sidewall. That's the maximum PSI. Instead, check the sticker on the driver's door jamb for the recommended pressure. Also, rotate tires regularly and align wheels as needed. Proper tire care improves safety, fuel economy, and protects your suspension. Cooling system neglect causes nearly half of all engine failures. Check coolant levels monthly and inspect the entire system every 6 months. A sweet smell means a leak. Look for worn hoses, a rusty radiator cap, and keep the radiator clean. Flush the coolant every 30,000 miles. Ignoring this could lead to repairs costing over $5,000. Avoid harsh driving. Accelerating and braking aggressively increases repair costs by 30% and fuel consumption by up to 40%. It also shortens your car's lifespan by 20 to 40%. Drive smoothly, especially when the engine is cold. Perform a general inspection every 6,200 miles or once a year. For older cars, do it every 6 months. Check belts, fluids, hoses, brake pads, tire pressure, and tread depth. You can do it yourself or pay a mechanic around $200. It's worth it. Lubricate external moving parts like door hinges, hood latches, and ball joints every 3,000 miles. Use white lithium grease on metal parts and a rubber-safe conditioner on bushings and hoses. This can double the life of suspension components and costs less than $10. Change transmission fluid and filter every 60,000 to 80,000 miles, or 30,000 to 50,000 for high-mileage cars. So-called lifetime fluid is a myth. This $500 service can prevent a $6,000 transmission rebuild. Flush brake fluid every 2 years or 24,000 miles. Over time, brake fluid absorbs moisture, which can corrode brake components and reduce braking performance. Don't wait until it feels spongy. When replacing parts, stick to OEM when possible. Aftermarket parts have a higher failure rate and may not fit perfectly. OEM parts last longer, come with warranties, and won't damage other components. If you can't afford OEM, choose reputable aftermarket brands and avoid buying from dealers who often mark up prices by 50%. Finally, protect your car from rust. Apply an undercoating every 2 years, especially if you live near the ocean or in areas with snowy, salted roads. Wash the undercarriage regularly and park in a garage. A little prevention can save you from a $10,000 repair down the line. Follow these secrets, and you'll not only save thousands of dollars, you'll be well on your way to a million-mile car.